Traders, and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, March 27, 2024. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. As you can see, I got the most important data releases from the 6 major currencies, and what we have here. ECB Elderson speech will be scheduled for release at 1:30. Then we have the major event of the day, crude oil inventories at 3:30, together with the Cushing crude oil inventories. And then we got the 7-year note auction and the Fed Weller speech. Fed Weller speech is at 11 p.m. So those are the most important medium important data releases. Let's start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar 4-hour chart has ended the recent bounce from the demand zone with this pin bar here, and this pin bar looks like a kind of a dodgish, kind of a shooting starish pin bar, not really very clear pin bar. Nevertheless, we got the extension to the downside. We broke below this technical support, which was at 1.0834. so now we're trading, of course, lower, and the market is approaching the demand zone again. So the level of 1.0797, 1.0807 is the technical support, and the zone between these two levels is the demand zone. You can see the test of this zone very quickly, and if we break below the zone, then we can go even lower towards the next technical support. The next technical support, let me just zoom out. The next technical support is eventually located at 1.0734. So the market is under the bearish pressure. Rejection from the neutral zone on the RSI is clearly visible, so we should see another deterioration to the downside, because there is a room to the downside here. There's plenty of room to the downside here. All that we are waiting for is just the test of the demand zone and possible breakout. Okay, this is the euro dollar. Let's find out what's going on the cable. The cable is actually on the similar situation. On the 4-hour chart, we can see the cable reverse as a bearish engulfing pattern occurred on the 4-hour chart from the local swing high at 1.2667. Now we are testing the old demand zone. Nevertheless, the low, the swing low is located at 1.2574, so we should see this deterioration to the downside soon. If we break below this level, then we still have 1.2533, 1.2516, and 1.25. Basically, the momentum is negative. There wasn't any breakout above the level of 50, so it's exactly the same as it is on the euro dollar. There is still room to the downside. There's still room to the downside here. This black line that you see here is the trend line with 1 point of support here. Just recently we got the test of this trend line. We got the breakout, a new low, but then very quick bounce back up, and then we managed to even trade roughly around the level of 1.2667 as the intraday technical resistance. Moreover, let me just place this technical resistance here, so you can see. There you go. 1.2666 basically is the technical resistance for the bulls. If we won't break above this technical resistance, we cannot say that the market is resuming the uptrend. Just above this level, there is very interesting supply zone, 1.2690, 1.2710. So that's another obstacle for the bulls if they manage to bounce higher. Right. So outlook for the British pound, negative. Crude oil as the major let's say event of today. Crude oil data release, inventories, of course, 3:30. What do we have here? The technical resistance 83.86, then deterioration in the wave A, bounce in the wave B, completed at the level of, let me just place the line, 82.46. So that's another technical resistance, and now we are we are progressing to the downside with the wave C. Let me just change this situation here because we need to update the levels. Technical support and the low of the wave A, 80.45. And what is this blue line? I guess it's some kind of a technical support. Yes, it can be. Yeah, it's a kind of a nice technical support as well. So let me just mark 79.92 as the technical support, and the last one, which is actually not bad. Well, sorry, it went somewhere there. It's supposed to be here. It's 80.84, and we are approaching the 80.84. We are testing it right now. If we break below this level, we should expand to the downside. Most likely, this expansion will take place quite soon. We can test the level of 75.84 very soon as well. So those are the two levels that might be very handy in terms of the technical support. The parallel channel, if we place this parallel channel from the bottom with one level of the support and the recent development to the upside, something like this might be happening, but we just make it a little bit even higher. There you go. So that's the main channel. Market is trading inside of the channel with the negative momentum. The momentum is right now 41 points only, so we are already below the level of 50. There is here how obstacles in form of the technical supports, but if we break below these technical supports, we can even go towards the lower channel line here. So effectively we might see some sort of the extension to the downside on the crude oil very soon. So that was the crude oil. Let's find out what's going on the Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin doesn't actually want to go any higher right now. We just made a local high at 71,595. We got the technical support located at 68,936, and we are still waiting for the next target for the bulls to be tested quite soon. Remember, $75,000 is the next target. The market, of course, is coming off the extremely overbought conditions, but as long as we trade above the technical support and as long as we trade above the, let's place this line here, trend line, which is something like this. Okay, as long as we trade above this trend line, the outlook remains bullish. So this trend line will stay, of course, as the major trend line, and one more trend line, which is a shorter trend line, but the slope is quite bigger. So as long as we trade above this blue trend line, the outlook remains bullish as well. So we can see that the bulls are in charge of this market whatsoever. Now the situation here, according to the Elliott wave, is quite difficult because we have two exactly possible counts right now. We got the wave A to the upside or the wave 1. I will manage to label it as the impulsive wave. Okay, we got the wave B to the downside or wave 2, and now 1, 2, possibly 3, 4, 5 waves to the upside has been completed, possibly, or this is the ABC to the upside, 1, 2, 3 ABC, and now we are doing the wave 4 and possibly wave 5 will be done here as a full impulsive structure. We cannot then break below the level of 68,248, otherwise the whole impulsive structure will be invalidated, and we will know that instead of the impulse we got the A, B and C to the upside, breakout to the downside, we should see more deterioration lower. So if we place let me just place one more line for you guys just here, and let me just make it blue so you know that this is for the Elliott wave count. So if we break below this level, the outlook is then very bearish. Let me just place my arrow here. Any breakout below this level would likely means that we go here towards the level of $59,000. So please keep an eye on this situation here. There is still a chance that this market would resume the uptrend. However, that's the most important level for the from the Elliott point of view. Maybe after this pullback, the market will resume the up movement. It looks very good for the impulsive wave. It looks like a 5-wave extension to the upside. Nevertheless, we can still have some kind of an alternate wave count in order to be prepared for another different situation that we might have planned. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.